All right, family, we are loud, live, and in motherfucking color, bitch. Hopefully, we're loud, live, and color. Let me go over here and mute some shit. And let me say, we are still on the trial and error fucking side of things. I still have a whole lot that I need to learn. A whole lot of my lighting and all that shit needs to be put together and all this type of shit. Make sure you refresh Angelicious. Make sure you refresh, okay? Because it may look like it's not working right now, but it is definitely working, okay? And I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna be looking over here and I'm gonna be looking over here at the same time. Hey, Monica. Hey, Kalina. Hey, you guys. Hey, shout out to England up in this bed. Hey, what up? What up? Working now? Okay. You can't hear me, girl. Girl, you need to refresh, okay? Can y'all hear me? Take your shit off of mute. Girl, I can't fucking talk on this Sunday afternoon. How we doing? Y'all can hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know in the comment motherfucking section. Because again, bitch, we are on trial and fucking error. So can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know in the comments. You can hear me fine. All right, good. All right. I'm still working on my lighting and all that type of shit, okay? If you new in this motherfucker, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoy these live shows, hit that fucking thumbs up button. Girl, we got some tea that we need to fucking dish today, bitch. Let me just say that right here, right motherfucking now, girl. Okay, you can hear me. All right, shout out to Jamaica. What's up, Double Eyes? Hey, LaShane. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to get up and around up and through these ports. Y'all know how we Negroids be on CP time. You know what I'm saying? I just got to the live chat. What are you talking about? Girl, did you see the title? Girl, we're talking about celebrity gossip. Okay, celebrity gossip. I have a couple of topics that we're going to be discussing on today, girl. So get your motherfucking teacups ready because we are about to dish some shit, okay? Some of them is not like super duper juicy. You know, I don't always like to dish on extremely juicy shit sometimes. Sometimes we got to talk about serious topics. Like for real, but it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be some shit that we need to discuss, and we also going to be having. I'm gonna need some feedback for those of you that are watching live right now, as well as those of you who will be watching on the playback way back. Okay, I need everybody to chime in the comment section because there's gonna be some serious shit that we're gonna be talking about on today. Let me go get my tea for real, yes. Hey Bethany, hey Candy, hey Lisa, hey Tina. I know it's Sunday. A lot of folks just getting out of church. Good. They might be making a Sunday dinner. But for those of you who don't know, I'm still working on a schedule. But for right now, the schedule that I have in mind is going to be Tuesdays and Sundays. And it's going to be starting at around 6 o'clock-ish. But y'all know, like I said, we be on that motherfucking CP time. So it might be 6:05, 6:10. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I get up and through this motherfucker, okay? But for right now, it's going to be Tuesdays and Sundays around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time-ish. I may be changing the schedule eventually, but for right now, that's what it's going to be. Because, you know, there's a lot of different shows that comes on Wednesdays and things like that. And on girl, you know, it's just, I think Tuesdays and Sundays are probably going to be better. Hey, Shalandria, I know I'm probably fucking up your name too. I am going to be doing reviews on Empire. I already was supposed to be doing a fucking review on Queen Sugar, and I'll probably be doing that late tonight or some bitch. Girl, let me tell y'all before we get into the tea, I have horrible time management skills. That is one of my problems, is that I have horrible time management skills. I can get so much more done if I was able to manage my fucking time better. All right. So let's go ahead and start dishing some fucking tea. I gave y'all a few minutes to get up and through here. The first thing I want to talk about, I want to clear some of the air, if you will, if you want to consider it to being clearing the air. Y'all know I posted a video the other day telling you guys how Kareem Steffens was allegedly fucking around with Mary J. Blige's husband, and that was one of the reasons why she decided to file for divorce against his motherfucking ass. Well, the infamous Superhead, she decided to speak out and basically say, y'all a goddamn motherfucking lie. She ain't fucking around with Kendu. She said that she has known Kendu for over 10 years, okay? She said she's known him for 10 years, but she has not been fucking around with him. So she said, y'all need to quit y'all motherfucking shit. And like I said, bitch, that's why I always tell people allegedly, because I don't make the motherfucking news. I just report the shit. I get the shit from the blogs and I bring it to y'all here on the YouTube. Because a lot of people aren't on Facebook. A lot of people aren't on social media. So they get their fucking tea from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I just bring y'all the fucking tea. I don't motherfucking brew the shit or none of that shit. I just serve the motherfucking shit. You kind of get what I'm saying? Anyway, but yeah, she said y'all a goddamn motherfucking lie. I guess she was talking to me too, bitch. I ain't saying, I'm just motherfucking saying, okay? Why she called Superhead? Child, put two and two together. You know why she called Superhead? For real though? But yeah, she said y'all a goddamn motherfucking lie. That's the first thing I wanted to clear that up for those of you who didn't know. Okay, hi Teyana. The next thing, bitch. Mr. Steal Your Grandma. If y'all aren't following me on Facebook, y'all wouldn't know this, but I was posting all these pictures of this dude who, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought this dude was probably about 60 years old, but he's in his like early 50s, whatever. And you know, he was this real super sexy older guy, whatever. Everybody was saying how sexy he was, and they deemed him Mr. Steal Your Motherfucking Grandma. Now, Funky Down Motherfucking Neva, y'all. Funky Down Motherfucking Neva. That was the first place that I saw it broke it, was on Funky Down Neva's website. Funky Down Neva posted that Mr. Steal Your Grandma don't really want your motherfucking grandma, bitch. He really wants your granddaddy, okay? Your grandson or whatever. He ain't really, you know, after your grandmama. And there has been rumors about this dude being gay. Like, people were telling me, Thick Chick, I don't really find him attractive because look how fucking tight his pants is. Ain't no homosexual man wearing no pants that tight. Now, I'm not one of them types of people that feel like, you know, a man's sexuality is based off of the type of clothes he wear. So I didn't really, you know, clock the dude as being gay or whatever to me. But to be honest with you, he's still sexy as fuck. But a dude who was claiming to be his ex-boyfriend decided to out him on Instagram. Dude posted pictures of Mr. Steal Your Grandmama and laying in the bed with him, sleep, riding in the car, talking about something, riding around with my ex, you know, but the past is the past. Now, I think it's fucked up to try to out somebody, especially because they may have their own reasons as to why they're not out, okay? They may have their reasons as to why they're not out, why they don't want people to know that they're gay, etc., you know, to each his or her own. So I low-key think it's fucked up that this dude decided after this dude got, you know, low-key famous and was deemed Mr. Steal Your Grandma, he decided to post pictures of this dude all on Instagram and shit, basically telling folks, look, okay, he don't want your grandmama, he wants your granddaddy, okay? I think the shit was fucked up. I think he's salty. I ain't saying, I'm just motherfucking saying. But again, I still think he's fine as fuck. But for those of you who don't know, allegedly, Mr. Steal Your Grandmama is a gay man. I don't know, he might be bisexual, who knows, but that's the motherfucking tea. But he has came out and said that dude ain't his ex-boyfriend. He ain't nothing but a motherfucking hater. But Mr. Steal Your Grandmama, you was laying in the bed with him, okay? I mean, you can sit there and say the dude just a motherfucking hater, but you was literally laying in the bed with the man. Y'all feel me? You know what I'm saying? I think it's fucked up too, Isa. I really do, okay? But he literally posted photos of him laying in the bed. That's why I tell, look, for those of you who don't want to be outed, or for those of you who, you know, got side chicks and shit, quit falling asleep in the motherfucking bed with these folks, okay? Especially y'all celebrities. There are so many celebrities who have been fucking clocked because they have decided to lay their stinking ass in the bed and fall asleep with these fucking side hoes. And they be waiting on y'all motherfucker to fall asleep too. I mean, they be sitting there, goddamn one eye open, pretending like they sleep to see if your motherfucking ass sleep so they can get one good click of a picture so they can take a picture of your motherfucking ass and expose you on social media. So if you don't want the shit to be out, quit goddamn falling asleep over these motherfuckers' houses and shit. What's up, LLLEFT, whatever your name is. Hey, Quinlan. So, yeah, Mr. Steal Your Grandma is apparently a gay man, but who gives a fuck? He's still cute to me. I ain't saying, I'm just motherfucking saying. Now, Stevie J. And I'm going to give y'all a chance to, if y'all want to give me some additional topics, you can give me some additional topics. What did Coolio get arrested for? Coolio, bitch, I ain't know Coolio was arrested, girl. Arrested for what? For why? Stevie J, I know I'm late on this tea, but Stevie J allegedly dating Faith Evans. Now, at first, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. At first, I was like, I really don't think Stevie J and Faith Evans are dating, but there has been additional pictures that has came out. I mean, the pictures that she posted, they were low-key kind of pointing at the fact that maybe him and her are dating, to be perfectly honest with you. But, you know, you can't really judge something based on a picture. but I've seen additional pictures that she has posted, and he got his hands all on her ass and shit. And like I said, I don't know. They could be doing this shit for publicity. Somebody said something about Faith Evans got a new album or something coming out. I don't know. It says Stevie J was apparently allegedly working with her on this album. Now, for those of you who don't know, Stevie J and Faith Evans have been working together for years, y'all, way back from the back day, okay? And it has been rumored that they done fooled around before. You know, Stevie J, he apparently one of them types of smooth talking dudes who can talk a girl out of her drawers. I don't know. But at first I was kind of like, I don't really think, you know, Faith Evans will be fucking around with Stevie J. But after I've seen those pictures that they posted recently with him with his hands all on her ass and shit, you know, that ain't just the type of relationship or the type of interaction that you would be expecting from someone who claims to just be friends with somebody, okay? She pregnant by who, bitch? Who you talking about, girl? Jessica. Who pregnant? Are you talking about, yeah, Jocelyn is pregnant. Miss Horseline Hernandez is pregnant, okay? They trying to get that VH1 money. I wouldn't fucking doubt it. I wouldn't motherfucking doubt it. But, you know, some people are like, I can't believe Faith Evans would be stooping down to Stevie J's level. I mean, being on the outside looking in, I guess we can say that shit, but because we don't know these people personally. That's just like us, you know. People on YouTube, you know, people may have a perception of us, but they don't necessarily know us personally. They just know what they see on YouTube. So we just know the people that we see on TV. And these people, you know, outside of them acting like they act on TV, they may be good people. Just look at Toni Braxton and put some respect on my name. You know, people that look like, really, Tony, you really gonna, you know, go and fuck around with put some respect on my name. But he may be a good dude outside of, you know, the industry and outside of the shit that we see on the TV and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he might be a good dude for her. I don't know. I mean, hey, all I can say is good fucking luck. I mean, but maybe she can help him with some of that damn child support he behind on, bitch. How many kids does he have? I have no idea. But I can't fucking talk. What do you guys think about the whole Stevie J and Faith Evans thing? Do y'all think they make a good couple? Do you think they are, you think it's some weird shit? Do you think they're just doing the shit for shits and fucking giggles? What do y'all think about that? Tony is his beard. Girl. Yeah, Faith has big duets album coming out. I thought so. And apparently Stevie J was working with her on that album. So y'all let me know. Y'all think it's a cute couple? Tony likes pretty boys. I mean, hey, like I said, everybody, now I know this for a fact or from personal experience. You have some people who, you know, you used to seeing them with a certain type, and then they might get that one bad boy who might fucking, you know, turn their motherfucking ass out. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Faith Evans and Stevie J probably been fucking around forever in a motherfucking day, allegedly. Why would Faith waste her time? Stevie is about to go to jail for child support. I mean, they done known each other for years. You know, maybe she wanted them ride or die type. Maybe she wanted them ride or die type. You think it's for publicity? You think it's for publicity? I don't see how any self-respecting woman would date Stevie after seeing the way he treats women. You know what? I can agree with that because he has kind of low-key. I mean, especially if you're going to cheat on your longtime girlfriend and baby mama with a fucking stripper. Basically, I mean, fucking low-key embarrassed the fuck out of her on TV. And I think it's low-key kind of fucked up. So I can agree with you on that. But then again, maybe Faith Evans knows Stevie in a way that we don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Then you got sometimes some chicks who feel like, you know, they can change a dude. I don't know. But all of this stuff is alleged. It's not solid proof, but the photos that she's been posting, insinuating that they're together, you know, it is what the fuck it is, okay? And at the end of the day, I think it's a odd ball couple, but yeah, I mean, just like I feel like Toni Braxton and Birdman are odd ass fucking couple, but hell, if they happy, I'm fucking happy for them, okay? I ain't got to lay down in the bed with motherfuckers, so it really ain't going to affect me one way or goddamn another, to be completely honest with you. Now, let's move on from Faith Evans and Stevie J. Let's low-key talk about some important shit. For those of you, again, if you're not on social media or if you don't necessarily follow the news, Nick Gordon, the judge in the Bobby Christina case, has decided to hold Nick Gordon legally responsible for the death of Bobby Christina. Now, some of you may be like, what the fuck does that mean? Because I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Because at first I was thinking like, oh my God, they got some type of evidence showing that this dude killed this girl. basically he had a court date to show up to twice. He missed his court date twice. So basically by default, they decided to hold him in contempt of court. And by default, they decided to charge him with being legally, not criminally responsible, but legally responsible for the death of her because he decided not to show up for his court hearing. Now I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck does that mean? Now I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and some people may or may not agree with what the fuck I'm gonna say, but we can talk about the drug situation for a second. A lot of people have blamed Nick Gordon for Bobby Christina's drug problem, but let me tell you something like this: unless he shoved the shit down her fucking throat, I can't sit there and say, "Oh, this dude is responsible for her," being addicted to drugs, etc., etc. Because last time I checked, hell, wasn't her mom and them saying that they smoked weed and shit in front of her? They was doing drugs together. Allegedly they was doing drugs together. So I'm not gonna sit there and say I feel like Nick Gordon should be responsible for her taking drugs and shit. Okay, I don't understand this Bobby and Nick. I don't necessarily understand the shit either. I think that they weren't necessarily good for each other. They definitely didn't need to be around each other because they weren't. If they did decide to go, I wish the girl was still alive and she was able to get help for herself, but I don't think that they were healthy together. Okay, especially when you have two addicts, I don't think that is healthy for them to be together. But they decided to hold Nick Gordon legally responsible for the death of her, and what that means is he is basically they found him in contempt of court, and they're trying to sue him for $50 million. So they're not saying that he's criminally responsible, like not that he held her down under the water or anything like that, but they're saying they have to find out what's the quote unquote value of her life. Now they're trying to get $50 million out of this dude, and I'm thinking to myself, where the fuck, first and foremost, where the fuck they expect this dude to get $50 million motherfucking dollars from? Last time I checked, he was living off of Bobby Christina and Whitney Houston when she was alive. So how in the hell do they expect this? What do you think he gonna pull $50 million from? Out of his fucking ass crack? Out of his motherfucking ass crack? Where's it gonna come from? I think he may have waited too long to get her help when she was in the tub. Now, Sarah, from my understanding, now it was another guy there when this happened. I forgot the guy's name. I forgot his name, but they interviewed him or whatever. But he said that Nick Gordon and Bobby Christina had got into an argument. Bobby Christina said that she was going to go and take a bath, and they noticed that she was in there for too long or some shit. I forgot exactly what it was. And they went in there, and that's when she was unconscious in the bathtub. So it may or may not be that, maybe he knew that she was in there sick or drowning or something and didn't say nothing. I don't know. But from my understanding, they didn't know that, they knew she was in the bathroom, but they didn't know what the fuck was going on. But again, I'm back on the $50 million situation. Where the fuck they think that this dude finna get $50 million from? He was living off Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina the entire time. So what, 50 million, really? I mean, I just don't understand that whole logic as to where they think they're going to get money from these people who ain't got no fucking coins. They're just like somebody trying to sue me for $1 million. Where the fuck you going to get it from, out of thin fucking air? Like, I don't understand it. Or I don't know if he's not able to come up with this money if they then sentence him to some prison time. I don't know how the shit work, but how the fuck you going to sue a broke motherfucker for $50 million? I just don't get that shit. But that's basically what that means. He's legally responsible for, because a lot of people were like, what the fuck does legally responsible mean? Basically meaning he's going to have to pay for her death. Pretty much. That's basically what it means. But he's not criminally responsible, or they couldn't find any evidence that he did there was no foul play in the situation. So they can't hold him criminally responsible. But while we still speaking on cases like this, let's talk about the Sandra Bland case right quick. Okay, let's talk about the Sandra Bland case right quick. Now, Sandra Bland's family was awarded, and some people gonna get pissed off at me about this, but then again, sometimes I just gotta speak my motherfucking mind. Sandra Bland's family was awarded $1.9 million in the wrongful death of Sandra Bland. Now, I've asked this question on my personal Facebook page several times, and the question that I'm going to pose, even to you guys, is, does money equal fucking justice? Okay? Does money equal fucking justice? And plus, $1.9 million, that ain't no motherfucking money. By the time you pay your lawyer fees and all that shit, $1.9 million ain't no fucking money. And half of the time, these people will give you these settlements as a means to basically for you not to continue to say that they were criminally responsible for that person's fucking death. No amount of money is going to bring her back. And number one, $1.9 million ain't no fucking money. And what I think is fucked up, and like I said, people can agree or disagree with me on this stance, but this lady was in jail on a $500 bond. Okay, because like I said, I've done a little bit of research on it. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But she was in jail on a $500 bond. She called her family multiple times, different family members. They said they let her use the phone 10 times. Okay, there's actually evidence of her calling her family members, different family members, 10 times to come and bond her out on a $500 bond. No fucking body came and got this girl out of jail on a $500 fucking bond. I'm like, at first and foremost, I'm like, why in the fuck was that? Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm missing some shit or whatever, but I'm trying to figure out why in the fuck were they leaving her in there on a $500 bond? That's what's fucked up. Don't get me wrong, I'm not excusing the fact that it was some foul ass shit that happened in that jail, because I think it's some foul ass shit that happened in that jail. As a matter of fact, there was one of the guards that said that when he reported that he actually went and checked on her, he didn't do that shit. So I low-key think that, it's definitely some covering up that went on in that jail cell. Don't get me fucked up. I think it's some foul shit that happened. I don't think the girl killed herself, but again, that's just me. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out why in the fuck did her family not go bail her out after she didn't call them 10 times, 10 times on a $500 fucking bond? Why? Okay? Money or no money is not going to bring her back. I agree with that. And definitely $1.9 million. What the fuck is that? That ain't no motherfucking money. They have paid people. As a matter of fact, and I'm not trying to pull the race card, but I forgot this young lady's name, and I wish I had it pulled up in my notes right now. But there was this lady who got $50 million for being filmed naked in a I think it was a gym or some shit. She was in the bathroom at the gym or some shit. I don't exactly remember where it was, but somebody recorded her naked in the gym and posted this shit on Snapchat, and she was awarded $50 fucking million. Monica said they were broke, but bitch, they may not have had the funds. I mean, I can agree with that. But I'm just like, damn, $500. I don't know. I guess I can agree with that, but I don't know. I don't know. That just makes me just side out a whole situation, like fucking $500. I don't know, but you're right. I can agree with that. They may not have had the funds, but all them people, between all of them, they couldn't come up with $500. It was about 8 of them. Like, for real. She was in Texas. They were in Illinois. I know, but shit. They were setting precedents with posting others nude without consent. But yeah, she got $50 million for them taking a picture of her, posting it on Snapchat or whatever the fuck it was. She got $50 million, and your life is worth $1.9 million. I'm just saying. Who knows? Who knows her family situation? I agree with you, but it was a bunch of them. Shit. It was a whole gang of them. I know what you're saying, but shit. Come on now. If all them people, and together they could come up with $500. Now, like I said, we can agree to disagree, but I think that's some old fucked up ass shit in itself. But again, I understand that they were in a different state, so it may take a little bit of time, but they weren't even answering the motherfucking phone. I don't know. Maybe they didn't, I know you got sometimes people who don't recognize numbers, they don't answer the phone. But girl, I just think it was fucked up. But I mean, I don't know. To me, when people get awarded these settlements, to me, that shit ain't nothing but hush money. So at the end of the day, if they give you a little bit of coin, they basically telling you, okay, we giving you this money for you to shut the fuck up, and basically, you don't need to be telling folks that we criminally responsible for this shit no more. So we gave you your 1.9. Now y'all need to shut the fuck up about the situation. So from my understanding, they're basically saying, Sandra Bland's family said they still want to know what happened to her. And I read a report who said something about that they made history and some type of shit that some type of history making shit. What type of history did the case make? Okay, they fired the dude who pulled her over. There wasn't anybody who was held criminally responsible for it. So what in the fuck what was the history making thing that happened? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed the shit. But again, like I said, this is only one person's opinion. I was just like, number one, $1.9 million ain't no money, and does money equal fucking justice? I don't know, Ken. That's what I'm confused about on the whole situation. As a matter of fact, because I want to read exactly what the shit said. So let me pull it up right here, right quick. They will never find out what happened to Sandra. They definitely will not. They surely will not. But this is what it said right here. It said, it's not a tentative, it's absolute. We are very happy about it. Lambert said, who I'm assuming is their lawyer. Okay. We were able to secure $1.9 million for the family and get historic changes. They said they got historic changes. What were the historic changes that they got? What were the historic changes that they got? They said things you never see in a resolution like this. Maybe I'm missing the shit, but can somebody let me know what the historic changes were in the Sandra Bland case? We still don't know what the fuck happened. We know some shit happened out of the ordinary in that fucking jail cell, but what are the historic changes that happened in the Sandra Bland case? Am I missing it? Am I missing it? Does anybody in this room know what the historic changes were? Why didn't they explain? Exactly. I'm confused. Like, what happened? Like, the shit just doesn't make any sense to me. After paying lawyers, how much will the Bland family get? That's what I wonder. Because like I said, after all these lawyer fees and shit, that ain't no damn money. But at the end of the day, my only question was, does money equal justice? Because sometimes you got people who will be like, fuck your money. I want to know what happened to my baby. And I don't, like I said, I don't know. Maybe people get to the point where they feel like they're not going to get any answers. So they just go for what they know, and that's taking the money. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, for those of you who didn't know, they were awarded $1.9 million. So to them, her life was worth $1.9 million. More cameras, 24/7, CO checking more. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. Changes in the department. What changes? Maybe I missed it. What changes happened in the department? The money won't bring her back. Fuck that. Exactly. Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if people have the mindset that they feel like if, they're not getting any answers, maybe they'll just go for the money. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't understand the shit. That's just like in the Tamir Rice case. I forgot. I know the family of Tamir Rice was awarded some money, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, like I said, again, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the Tamir Rice case, his family had to basically, by accepting the money, they basically had to admit that the police department had no wrongdoing in the death of Tamir Rice. That's the stipulation to, or you can't, try to continue to pursue any legal action against the police department once you accept the money. From my understanding, that was a stipulation to them accepting the money. Okay. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm not about to take this money and basically be like, oh, okay, I'm admitting that you had no wrongdoing in the shit. Okay, if that's a stipulation to me accepting the money, I'm like, no, fuck that. When you take the money, you got to drop everything and shut up. That's my whole point. You basically got to say, okay, y'all ain't do nothing wrong, but give me this money. One change is they will check on prisoners every hour instead of every 2 hours, because she was fine at 7 a.m. but dead at 9 a.m. when they check. Okay, so the change in the Sandra Bland case, because the lawyer said they got historic changes. So Brandon Hopkins says one change that they made is they will check on the prisoners every hour as opposed to every 2 hours. The fuck? That's good, but shit. I can guarantee you that go on fees and everything. Walker County will require a nurse or emergency tech at the jail round clock. Okay. The world is fucked up. So whatever the people with power say, it goes, and you have to go along with it. I can agree with that. That's true. That's true. Hey, what's up, Ariel? Welcome, boo. Welcome. Now, let's talk about some more important shit. And this is going to lead into something else. Okay, this is definitely going to lead into something else. But for those of you that watch Bring It, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't watch Bring It, but I do watch Justin J. Okay, I do watch Justin J. And in watching Justin J, I see him do these show reviews all the time about Bring It, which is about these dance groups. Okay, but I thought the story was pretty important to talk about because it will lead into something else. Okay, it will lead into another topic of discussion. Okay, it will definitely lead into another topic of discussion. So let me pull up this article. Well, there was a coach by the name of John. Okay, coach by the name of John who was arrested for statutory rape and criminal exposure to HIV. Okay, so allegedly he had sex with two underage boys. I'm thinking it was two underage boys. And he exposed one of the boys to HIV. Now, the boys that the boy that he exposed to HIV, or both of the boys that he raped allegedly, are underage. Okay. Now, this guy went on, apparently when all of this shit was brewing, before he got arrested by it, he went on his Facebook page. It was basically saying how he attempted to commit suicide. I guess he was trying to do all of this before, all of the allegations came out, or before, the family of the boy or whoever went to the police and filed a report on him. I don't exactly know why he decided to do it, but I'm pretty sure he decided to try to kill himself because of all of the shit that he was, that was about to come out about him. So he was arrested, and again, like I said, he was arrested and booked for statutory rape and criminal exposure to HIV. Now, like I said, again, the boy was apparently 16 years old that he exposed to HIV, and apparently these children are still under fucking age. Okay, now, number one, this is one of, it's to me, it's sad when you have somebody who has so much going for themselves and they make stupid ass decisions like this. Number one, you're a grown ass man and you're having sex with children that you're supposed, number one, children that you help, parents entrust you with, children that you're supposed to be mentoring. You're fucking coach, for God fucking sakes, okay? And you're sitting there not only having sex with the children, but you exposed one of the children to HIV, gave the boy HIV, allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly, okay? Now, do I think he should be punished for this? Absolutely. Now, you got some people who say innocent until proven guilty, but at the end of the day, motherfucker, didn't you motherfucking low-key admit to the motherfucking shit? Apparently, the boy had some types of, I don't know if he had text messages and pictures and all this naked pictures, all this type of shit exchanged between him and this fucking coach. Now, the thing that I wanted to go into after this story, or that's going to lead after the story that's going to lead after this story, is the fact that you got a lot of people out there who go to jail for not disclosing their HIV status to people before they have sexual contact with them. Now, what I wanted to discuss is that I know, well, not personally, but I know that there are people who go to jail for criminally exposing someone to HIV, but they did disclose their status to the person. Now, I'm not fucking saying that what he did wasn't wrong, because it's fucked up. He need to carry his motherfucking ass to jail because he's a grown ass fucking man having sex with children, so he needs to carry his ass to jail. But what I want to talk about is the fact that you do have some people who will lie and say that the person didn't tell you that they were HIV positive. And of course, in certain states, it's illegal for you to have sex with a person and not disclose your HIV status to them. So you will go to jail for that shit if you have sex with somebody while you're HIV positive and you don't disclose that to him. Now, regardless, in where these people are from, you know, you having sex with somebody who's underage, that shit is still illegal either way. But what I wanted to discuss really quickly is what do you guys think about people who basically don't disclose their HIV status to people before they have sex with them? There's always some weird people in the world. Even if he didn't give them HIV, the person he had sex with is still underage. Absolutely. Absolutely. So he is definitely, he needs to be in jail, okay? He needs to be charged with statutory rape because the people that he had sexual contact with were underage. So he is definitely in the wrong there, because you can't consent to sex if you're under the age of 18 in where these people are from, period. Okay. I know you got some states where they can, you know, you got underage people who can consent to sex. Hell, in some states, you got folks, you could be 15 years old and you can consent to sex to a grown, rusty ass man, and it ain't nothing folks can do, you know, the police can do about it. I thought it was against the law not to tell someone you have HIV. Now, it is in certain states, Lila. In certain states, it is. Now, everywhere, in some states, it's criminal. You can go to jail for it, but in certain states, it's not illegal. Allegedly, from my understanding, I do know where I live, it's against the law for you to have sex with someone and not disclose your HIV status. But I also know that in certain states, if they don't, there's nothing you can legally do about it. But what about the people who do disclose their HIV status and I guess the person breaks up with them or whatever, and they go to the police and say that they didn't disclose their HIV status to them when they actually did? As a matter of fact, really quickly, and I watch Walter Lee Hampton all the fucking time. For those of you who don't know Walter Lee Hampton, he is infamous for, he always talks about HIV. Now, he was recently, people were going in on his motherfucking ass because he recently outed a guy who was HIV positive. He posted this guy's medication and shit on Facebook, okay, and basically said that this dude was having sex with people without disclosing his HIV status, which I thought was fucked up. Now, you got some people who might be like, I don't feel, you know, I think it's a great thing that Walter decided to out this dude because he was HIV positive. He was having sex with people and wasn't disclosing his HIV status. Now, first and foremost, let me say this to Walter Lee Hampton. I love Walter Lee Hampton's videos. I think some of his videos are awesome and amazing, okay? Now, he does sometimes, you know, some of the stuff that he does and says is kind of a little off the wall sometimes. But my thing is, how does he know that this guy isn't disclosing his HIV status to people? Okay? On Facebook, wow, but folks needed to know. Folks needed to know, but I don't think it's right for him to have outed this guy's HIV status. How in the hell did he know that this guy wasn't disclosing his HIV status to the people he was having sex with? I mean, this dude actually posted the dude's medication on Facebook. Posted the guy's medication on Facebook. Like I said, it's one thing to, you know, want to make people aware if you feel like he's not telling folks, but at the end of the day, you know, I mean, I think what Walter did was low-key fucked up, to be completely and utterly honest with you. Walter Lee Hampton is a disgrace to the gay community. He needs his head chopped off, point blank and period. Mr. Campbell, let me just say this. I feel some type of way about Walter Lee my damn self, because I think that, you know, some of the shit that he does is a little off the chains, to be perfectly honest with you. And I've heard a lot of bad things about him, but, you know, I try to give him the benefit of the motherfucking doubt. But I think that was fucked up to the highest level of fucked up. The fact that he posted that man's HIV medication all over the fucking internet. That was so fucked up, because at the end of the day, how in the fuck do you know whether or not this dude was disclosing his HIV status to the people he was having sex with? Now, that whole little situation, all of the things that he was posting and shit, I was kind of like, I wonder if Walter was low-key kind of into this dude, and the dude wasn't necessarily into him, and Walter kind of felt some type of way, so he decided to fucking, you know, out the dude or whatever. I don't fucking know, but I thought it was low-key kind of fucked up, to be completely honest with you. Isn't Walter Lee positive too? No, he said I don't think Walter Lee is HIV positive. He already got his face sliced up before. Now he claimed, Mr. Campbell, he claimed that was not true. He said that wasn't true. That's what he said. Now I don't know how true or how untrue it is. I think if someone discloses their status, they should protect themselves by recording their disclosure to their partner. You think so, Khadijah? Damn, it's bad that the person has to go that fucking far. I mean, it wouldn't hurt for sure. Who is the dude? Celebrity? No, Walter Lee is not a celebrity. He actually has a YouTube channel. You can look him up, Walter Lee Hampton. My opinion may be biased because I've had a cousin pass away from being with a guy that didn't disclose his status. What's your opinion, the heart rate? I would definitely love to hear it. A low budget celebrity. I don't think he considers himself to be a celebrity. Walter Lee is on YouTube. Yes, he is. But all I'm saying is you do have people who will go to the police and tell the police that the person did not disclose their status to them when in fact they did, you know, especially if they wanted to get back at the person or if the person pissed them off. You know, they may or may not go to the police and say that tell the police that the person exposed them to HIV and didn't tell them when in fact they did know. The sad part is she passed away and left behind 2 small children. He has gone on passing it on to more women. Now, the heart rate, that's a completely different story. Those types of motherfuckers need to be beheaded, okay? The types of people who knowingly have unprotected sex with people and expose them to HIV, knowing that they have it, those types of motherfuckers need to be beheaded right there, okay? Them types of motherfuckers. If you're not responsible enough to disclose that you need to be outed, what's more important, your rep or someone's health? Now, that's the thing. Walter Lee, and I don't want to get into the whole Walter Lee thing, but we can talk about it for a second. The whole thing about the whole Walter Lee situation is the fact that Walter Lee actually outed the guy, basically saying that the dude wasn't disclosing his HIV status. But what proof did Walter Lee have that the guy wasn't disclosing his HIV status? No one had came forward to Walter Lee, in my understanding, saying that the guy didn't disclose their status to him. He just decided to put the dude's HIV medication all on Facebook, from my understanding. Okay, from my understanding. So that's my only thing. Now, if a person is out there just going around like Ray just said, you got a person that's going around there knowing they have HIV, having unprotected sex with all these different people, and you know this, of course, you need to tell people that, okay, this dude is positive. They not, you know, he around here giving HIV to people and, you know, not disclose his status. Absolutely. But if you got a person who's number one on medication, you know, you never know. The dude may or may not have been undetectable, you know. I mean, it's a whole lot that can go into the whole scenario. Like I said, I really didn't want to get on the whole Walter Lee Hampton thing, but I just thought that was something that we could, you know, discuss really briefly after I talked about the whole Coach John situation. Walter Lee is HIV negative, from my understanding. Because like I said, I do watch Walter Lee's videos. And from my understanding, he is HIV negative. Okay? They're both old now, the people I'm talking about. I know a person who has it now and got it from a woman. She's old now and never told him that she gave it to him. What? Say what? Say what? What? What in the hell? What in the he's not eat? Yes, you definitely have to have the facts straight. What was the medication? Child, I don't know. I ain't get that deep into it now. But he had deleted it. He deleted it after people was going ham and cheese on his ass. Because they were literally they drug his ass for filth, child. They done got his damn Facebook page taken down. People was telling him when they see him in the streets, they was going to beat his ass. It was all kinds of shit that was, people was ready to show no beat the shit out of Walter Lee Hampton, child. Apparently this sound before, but I think it was very, very fucked up that he posted that man's medicine and shit on Facebook, especially not knowing. I mean, like I said, if you know this dude around here just exposing people to HIV and not telling them, and you decide to want to, you know, tell people about it, oh, whatever. But if you ain't got no proof of this shit, don't be sitting there putting nobody damn medication and shit on fucking Facebook. What kind of fuck shit is that? What do you think about them disclosing their status in front of a doctor? so he can give them advice and be a witness of the disclosure. Do you mean to their partner, like if they go to the doctor together? Is that what you're saying, Khadijah? Is that what you're saying? They walked her up and down 95. Child broke up and she never told him she had AIDS. Damn. That is fucked up. Hey, Stacy. That would be if I think that may be a good idea, Khadijah. I think that may be a good idea, and it especially if you're dating someone and just say you have HIV, like you just said, Khadijah. If you're dating someone and you have HIV, you going to the doctor and deciding that you want to disclose your status in front of the doctor, and maybe the doctor. I think that's a great thing. The doctor can actually tell you the the health risks and things like that, because you have some people. I think a lot of times people are afraid to have sex with someone who's HIV positive because they don't know the risks of it and they don't really understand the disease. And you do have sometimes people who can be undetectable, and the possibility of them transmitting the disease to you is very, very slim. So that doesn't mean that you shouldn't use protection. You should always use protection, but I think that would be a great idea to do it in front of a doctor. That way you can actually discuss it, and actually you can actually learn more about it, as opposed to you just being one of them people around here who feel like, oh, okay, if I touch a person with HIV, I'm gonna catch it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that's a great idea to do it in front of a doctor if that's something that the person would want to do. Do the doctors by law have to report people who have the HIV virus? Lila, in my understanding, no. In my understanding, no. Now, I do know that nowadays, if you go to the health department and you get tested, which everyone should do if you're sexually active, you need to go to the health department. You definitely need to get tested, because, sometimes people be walking around here with shit that they don't even know they fucking have, okay? Sometimes I know they have these symptoms and all this type of stuff listed on the internet, but sometimes you can have symptoms and you not even know you have fucking symptoms, or you can have something and you may think it's something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a great thing if you are sexually active to get tested all the time, because like I said, you never motherfucking know. You never motherfucking know when what's happening. You got some people who feel like, oh, okay, me and my husband just having sex. I ain't saying, I'm just saying I still think that if you are sexually active, especially women, men, when you get your annuals, women, you should, have the doctor test you for sexually transmitted diseases, including HIV. And fellas, I think y'all need to do the same exact thing. As a matter of fact, there's this young lady who, she actually has videos on YouTube. I don't want to call her name right now because I'm not sure she would want me to do that, but she's also on my ThickChickVlogs page. And I think that she has a very, very powerful story. As a matter of fact, on Tuesday, I'm going to message her tonight when I get off of my live show. She's actually an HIV positive woman, and she has a very, very powerful story about how she contracted the disease. And I think that it will help. It will open a lot of people's eyes to, knowing that, you got a lot of people out here who are ignorant to the disease, and they feel like HIV is the gay man's disease, and because they're ignorant, they don't, they have no, they don't do research, and they don't know the disease. So I'm definitely going to hit her up on Facebook tonight and see if she would like to come on the show on Tuesday, and maybe she would like to tell her story as to how she contracted HIV. I think it's a very, very powerful story, and I think a lot of you guys would be interested in hearing about that. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to ask her. I'm not 100% sure right now. Don't mark my words, but I'm going to message her, and I'm going to see if she will be interested in coming on and telling her story for you guys to hear. I've been with the same guy for a few years, and I still get tested regularly. Exactly. And like I said, if she decides to come on and tell her story, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, whether you're married, whether you're just dating someone, or whether you're single and just, have, what do you want to call fuck buddies or whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, your eyes will be opened, and whether you're married or if you're just dating someone, I'm pretty sure you're definitely probably be one of those people who would definitely want to get tested on a regular, even if you're in a monogamous relationship. So I'm going to see if she would like to come on Tuesday again. Can he get in trouble? What happened, Loop? Can who get in trouble? What is the live schedule for the week? On Tuesdays and Sundays, I'll be going live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's the schedule for right now. I'm probably going to be tweaking it, kind of, sort of, because right now it's kind of like trial and error. Khadijah, it's kind of trial and error right now. I'm trying to see when it's best for most people, because I know that on Wednesdays we're going to be having Empire, and then you're also going to be having fucking Queen Sugar. So it's going to be a whole lot of shit that's going to be coming on Wednesdays. It was going to be Wednesdays and Sundays, but for right now, I think it's going to be Tuesdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for right now. So yeah, these hoes ain't loyal, married or not. Exactly. You're welcome, boo. Now let's go on to something else. Okay. Everything come on. Yes, everything comes on Wednesdays. Like, what the fuck? And I know Walking Dead gonna start coming on Sundays, but I'll be off this bitch for 8 o'clock. Best believe that, okay? Girl, I'm gonna be doing a whole review on Queen Sugar tonight, episodes 1 through 3. I was supposed to already have done that, but I've been y'all, I have the worst fucking time management skills, as I said earlier in this video. That's my only problem. There is so much stuff that I be wanting to do, but my time management skills are horrible, and sometimes I bite off more than I can fucking chew. I actually have 2 jobs, okay? 2 jobs. I'm not talking about YouTube. I have 2 jobs that I actually do where I have to work damn near 60 hours a fucking week on top of doing YouTube videos. So sometimes I wish I could manage my time a little bit better, but half of the time I be fucking procrastinating, and yeah, girl. But I'm definitely going to be doing that Queen Sugar review tonight. If not tonight, early in the fucking morning, okay? Just says, okay? Just fucking says. Tuesdays is Loving You Is Wrong Day, child. I don't watch no Loving You Is Wrong, girl. I don't watch that. Hell, to be honest with you, some come on every goddamn day, girl. Some come on every goddamn day. Emmys and Rob and China tonight, child. Rob and China, girl. Rob and motherfucking China. As a matter of fact, I need to see if I Loving You Is Wrong is my show. What's up, my bitch? Got gold mouth in the his hands. What up, gold muda mouth? What up, gold mouth? What the fuck else I wanted to talk about? Oh, let's talk about Teyana Taylor, however you pronounce her name, and Iman Shumpert, how the fuck you pronounce his name as well. Well, bitch, okay, his side bitch decided that she wanted to come forward and she wanted to message a blog, a gossip blog, and tell the gossip blog that she was sitting on some fucking tea that she'd been sitting on for a while. And she basically told them, look, I don't want no fame out of the whole situation, but she said she do want a profit for it. And they was like, girl, I can't pay you for no tea unless it's some real good ass fucking tea, okay? Unless it's some real good ass tea. So she decided to send them, basically telling them that she got the password to Iman Shumpert, whatever the fuck his last name is. She got the passcode to his alarm system. She also spilled the beans and told Teyana Taylor that he has a private Snapchat, bitch. You know, everybody got a Snapchat that, you know, that girl or whatever probably follows. Apparently, he got some type of fucking Snapchat where he talked to all his side bitches on or whatever. Sent the blog pictures of, again, him laying in the motherfucking bed, sleeping shit. I talked about this shit earlier. Why in the fuck, okay? You got some people who so fucking dumb. Why in the fuck you gonna go over a side bitch house and fall a motherfucking sleep? That's all I'm goddamn saying. Then she also told them that she'd have known him. She's known him longer than Teyana Taylor has known him. She's known him for over 10 years. He was even messing around with her while Teyana Taylor was pregnant. I mean, bragging about the fucking shit. Like, girl, it sounded to me like you salty as fuck, okay? You didn't know the dude for 10 years. He been probably fucking your ass for 10 years. You mad, okay? You mad because basically all you been getting is a wet ass for 10 years, and now he damn near finna wife up Teyana Taylor. Now you feeling some type of motherfucking way, so you decided to go to this gossip blog and spill all these motherfuckers. Now, don't get me fucked up, okay? He's a fucked up ass individual for doing this shit, especially while this damn girl is pregnant. Oh, she's some fucking Instagram hoe, model, whatever. She's some type of Instagram hoe. I don't fucking know who she is, but she's an Instagram fucking model. Okay, she's posting pictures of her on FaceTime with Teyana Taylor's boo. And girl, I mean, it's a whole lot of shit. Now, he admitted that he was fucking around on her. He admitted to doing the shit. But this chick actually told the gossip blog, I don't want no fame. I just want some money, basically. So she wanted to cash in on the motherfucking tea. But they told her, girl, we can't give you no money. I don't know if they did give us some money or not, but she wanted some money out of the whole situation. He basically admitted to his wrongdoing, basically saying that he was young and dumb. Motherfucker, you 26 years old, okay? You 26 years old, and this girl was pregnant during the time, one of the instances, or a couple of the instances when you were having sex with this other chick. But these side bitches, I don't know. I don't fucking understand. Like, what's your purpose? Okay, like I said, it sounds like to me these motherfuckers be salty as fuck that she been getting a wet motherfucking ass for 10 years and ain't got shit about the deal. That's all I'm goddamn saying. Thick Chick, are you reviewing American Horror Stories? Hell no. And let me tell you why I'm not reviewing American Horror Story. That shit is horrible. Well, I'm not gonna say it's horrible. It seems to be good, but I don't like the way that it's set up. I don't like that whole documentary type shit. I ain't gonna be able to review the shit. I'm just saying. But I will be doing Empire, Queen Sugar, and The Walking Fucking Dead, of course. I will be doing that. Yes, and fucking deed, I will. Okay, yes, and fucking deed, I will. These side chicks, so damn proud, child. Basketball wives, child. I don't want no basketball wives either. I don't want no basketball wives either, girl. I don't watch that either, child. Is there anything else that's been going on that you guys want me to cover? Because that's really all that I fucking have for this week. Like I said, I've been procrastinating, bitch. I've been procrastinating. So, again, with this camera quality, for those of you who are wondering, I have to tweak my camera settings. I have to figure out how to make it, tweak the lighting and all that type of stuff. Like I said, this shit is trial and error, bitch. I just be getting annoyed with it and shit. But the camera quality on my end is fucking amazing. Any update on Chris Brown? No update on Chris Brown, from my understanding. No update on him. Apparently, he goes to court, I think, next month. So we might be getting some more tea on the whole Chris Brown situation next month. So Faith Evans is pregnant. Is that true? Has she confirmed that she's pregnant? Or is that some shit that y'all got from Media Takeout? Because y'all know Media Takeout make a motherfucker pregnant in a minute. I didn't know about none of this news. Thanks, boo. You welcome, Danielle. Do you watch The Strain on FX? I've never even heard of it, Lisa. What's your take on Drake, Sean Kingston, and Meek? What's going on with Drake, Sean Kingston, and Meek? What's going on? Media Takeout confirmed it. Child, Media Takeout, child. Y'all, like I said, Media Takeout, TMZ, all them other motherfuckers, y'all gonna get enough of believing them. Media Takeout used to be my she is naive, okay? Not Media Takeout, but TMZ used to be my she is naive, and them motherfuckers been coming to the point where they not even credible no fucking mouth. But I damn sure won't believe shit Media Takeout say. Just saying. Faith Evans better not be pregnant. Girl, the Media Takeout says she pregnant, bitch. She ain't pregnant. Because Faith Evans knows she loves some unfaithful men. Well, shit. Maybe her and CBJ will be the perfect couple then if she loves unfaithful ass men, girl. It's some beef with Sean Kingston and the game. The game supposedly robbed Sean at the club. What? Why in the fuck would the game rob any fucking body? Like, nigga, why you around here robbing people? What? The game sex tape. Y'all spilling some tea that I don't know nothing about. Y'all gonna have to put this tea in the comment section once this shit processed, and I have to make a whole video on this shit tomorrow, bitch. Cause I ain't got none of this tea. None of it. None of it. The game Sean Kingston and Meek got a beef months ago. Child, I'm lost on that shit. I don't follow none of them. I don't follow none of them. I know the game be petty as fuck on social media, but I ain't know nothing about no beef that they was going through. I ain't know nothing about no motherfucking beef. But like I said, if y'all know some tea about some shit, y'all gonna have to leave that shit in the comment section, and I'll make a whole video about that shit tomorrow. Lady Gaga's new album coming in October 21st. Child, I'm gonna be honest, I don't listen to Lady Gaga's music. I don't listen to Lady Gaga, I'll be honest. They say the game stroke game ain't all that 4 minutes. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. That Faith and Stevie J duo is a mess. I mean, they've been knowing each other for years, though, y'all. They've been knowing each other for years. They've been knowing each other for years. Now you looking up sex tape. One thing I won't do is look up no goddamn sex tapes because some shit will pop up. You click on that shit and it'll be a goddamn virus, okay? Has Jocelyn had the baby yet? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. How many years after Rob and China baby come do you think they will be together? One. If that long. I mean, I ain't trying to jinx nobody's relationship. I'm not trying to jinx their relationship, but I don't see the shit working. But again, that's just me. Faith is too old to conceive. That's not true. I think Jocelyn is really pregnant. I think she's really pregnant. I didn't at first because she's like the boy who cried wolf. So I didn't think she was pregnant at first, but I think she's pregnant now because I've seen recent pictures of her and she clearly looks pregnant. So yeah. They'll break up before the baby comes. They continue to go in the way they're going now. Ain't no damn telling. But she has the baby in November sometime. Black China. Why would anyone mess with CBJ messy ass? Talk about HIV test, girl, please. Jocelyn's pregnant, but when is her baby due? I'm not sure. Faye should have gotten pregnant by a man who has money. How are you going to let a man who can't pay child support put a baby in you? Child, Faith Evans ain't pregnant. I don't believe Faith Evans is pregnant. That's a show enough rumor. That's a show enough rumor right there, in my opinion. You're here for Lady Gaga's new album. Okay. Gang got some serious eggplant. Y'all doing some merch right now talking about the game and his goddamn eggplant. I done seen them pictures, a couple of them. You got the game, then you got August Alsina, and I forgot who the other person was. But they doing a little bit of something. But family, that is all of the celebrity gossip that I have for you guys on tonight. I may go ahead and record my motherfucking Queen Sugar review because, bitch, I am, like I said, I'm the queen of procrastination and I need to go ahead and get that shit out. And it's not, for episodes 1 through 3 for me, I am going to give you guys a synopsis and give you guys my opinions on it. But I am more so going to talk about how much this show is so relatable to me. For those of you who don't know, I lost my father 2 years ago. And this fucking show, I'm not gonna lie, bitch, I was slanging fucking snot like it ain't nobody's fucking business because this brought back so many memories for me, especially when you have dealt with a death in your family, father or mother or whatever. This shit is like real life experiences right here. That's one of the reasons why I can really relate to everything that's going on Queen fucking Sugar. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that review like right now. So you guys might be getting it first thing in the morning. So definitely look out for my Queen Sugar review. If you guys are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also thumbs up if you enjoy these live shows. I will be live again on Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you set your notifications where you get notified, or make sure you're following me on my ThickChickVlogs Facebook page. The link is always down in the description box down below. And I will talk to you guys very, very motherfucking soon. And bitch, like I said, trial and fucking error. But I'll talk to you guys soon, family. Bye.